I'm Jake Gunter. I'm an attorney and a partner at Howard Lewis and Peterson Law Firm. I've been there 14 years. I've been a lawyer about 20 almost. And all I've done in my entire career is represent people. I rarely represent businesses. Right now, all I do is criminal defense and personal injury on the injured party side, the plaintiff's side of personal injury cases. A tremendous amount of car accidents. There's premise liability. There's other times where people are hurt through no fault of their own. In the personal injury world, I help them through the insurance. I help them get their medical bills paid for. I help them get compensation for their injuries. I've been at Howard Lewis and Peterson now 14 years, and it's a great place to work. Some of my favorite things I get to do as an attorney is represent people who are hurt through no fault of their own. I get to help them through the insurance carrier process, through the liability carrier, through the underinsured carrier. I help them see start to finish and get the adequate and fair compensation for their injuries. That process is onerous, that process is long, it's complicated. I get to help people through that. The second thing, as a criminal defense lawyer, I get to represent people who have a right to counsel under the Utah Constitution, the federal Constitution. I get to go to court and represent their rights in the courtroom. It's extremely satisfying to execute and to have that right to counsel, where people deserve a right to an attorney when they've been accused by the government of misconduct. I'm a soldier. I've been an active duty soldier. I've been a deployed soldier overseas. Been in the United States Army Reserve, and I've been a Utah Army National Guard. And as a soldier, it's kind of just a part of me. It's washed upon me, and you can never get it off. You're always kind of a soldier. You always salute with the right, step with your left. I'm still actively in. I'm in 15 years now. Got another 5 years. I'm a major. My occupational specialty, my MOS, is Judge Advocate General. So I'm a JAG. And within the JAG Corps, you generally rotate around. So my next job is I'm the head public defender, they call it Trial Defense Services, in Utah, Idaho, Oregon, Montana, Washington. And some of my prior jobs, I was in Special Forces Battalion JAG, where I was that in-house counsel type of JAG for the local Special Forces Battalion here at Camp Williams. And it's been to foreign countries, jumped out of a balloon once, that was wild. And it's more of a formative time in my life when I entered the service. I plan on being a career officer. What should people know when they're looking at an attorney? Because you see Google, you see radio, you see the billboards, you see the TV. Your chiropractor might say, or your physician might say, go to this guy. Getting a referral is an excellent idea because that prior person had a great experience with that attorney. The referral is a good place. When you're trying to choose a personal injury attorney or a criminal defense attorney, asking that lawyer how many times you've been in a courtroom, how many times you've been in a jury trial, how many times have you tried a case like my case. That time of trial work under your belt is critical. Not a lot of lawyers have a lot of raw trial work, jury trial work, bench trial work, and maybe it's an uncomfortable conversation, but asking that lawyer, how many times have you been to trial this year? Then that lawyer, a lot of times, should be able to say, yeah, I've been to a jury 2 or 3 times this year, or I go to juries quite often. Bottom line is jury trial experience is hard to get, and you want a lawyer when the stakes are high to have a lot of jury trial experience. I've lifted weights since I was 15 years old. I've powerlifted. I was a competition powerlifter from age 21 until I retired in 2018. And I still lift weights quite a bit. And I am a judge. I'm the American Powerlifting Federation. I'm one of the state of Utah judges. I'm a national judge. And I judge about 2 to 3 meets a year here in the state of Utah. Been married 21 years, 3 children. We live right here in Provo. Those are some of the things I do. It's the middle of my career.